Okay, this video is about installing the FIDU tools. There are basically three tools we're going to install here. One of them is the FIDU Core data store. The second one is the Chrome plugin, which does data acquisition of LLM chats. And the third one is the React front end for the acquired data. So I am on GitHub, where I go to the first data union FIDU public FIDU repository, and I find that there's on the right hand side over here under releases there are a number of assets, including FIDU Core Linux.zip, which is the one that I need for this, so I shall download that. There we go, that I think is downloading. And I'm now going to install FIDU Core. So I go to a terminal over here. Let me get a clean terminal screen. I've created a directory called FIDU where all of this is going to go, and right now what I want to do is to unzip from downloads FIDU Core.zip. And I can't remember exactly I think this is right. Okay, there we go. And this has created various directories and added various libraries. If I now call the main directory and the main executable inside that, so main/main, and that will kick off FIDU Core. Okay, FIDU Core is kicked off. It automatically will go to the default browser, which is Chrome, and it creates now. Let me sign out, because what will happen the first time is you will be invited to sign in with FIDU. Don't have an account, register here. So we're going to register here with a new account. So tester admin at test.com. We don't have any controls on what you put in here. I think there's a minimal control here. It has to be 8 characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And confirm the password, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we register. Okay. So I think that has created your account, and what did I just admin at test.com, was that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sign in. There we go. Check your save password. Yes, fine. Close. And I'm going to save that in Chrome. And here's the FIDU Core, which has got data packets. What are the data packets that are stored locally on your machine? Let's create a profile. You can have as many profiles as you like, so I'm going to create a profile called tester, and I'm going to create that profile. And then there are apps associated. Now this has been grayed out. We'll get to that. Okay, FIDU Core is running. That is the local data store that's running. Now our next step is going to be installing the plugin. Now, in order to install the plugin, and indeed the next one after that, which is the the front end to all this, something, you know, where useful things will happen, I am going to clone the whole repo locally as simply the easiest way of doing this. Back to my terminal screen, and I think that how shall I do this most simply? Yes, why don't I just do git clone? Let me do git clone of that public FIDU repo. So I'm in my terminal. I'm in my FIDU directory, and here I'm cloning github.com first data union fidu.git. There we go. Now that should have created a FIDU directory. Very good. I'm going to list FIDU, and then FIDU's got a subdirectory called source, which has a subdirectory called data acquisition, which has a subdirectory called ACM manager. Now that's the one that contains the Chrome plugin. So now I'm going to go and load that Chrome plugin in developer mode. The way I do that is I go to Chrome's extensions manager. Here we are, Chrome extension. I have to be in developer mode over here on the right hand side, so I toggle on developer mode. And in developer mode I can do something called load unpacked. Load unpacked, and here we are. I go to the FIDU directory, the subdirectory of FIDU, the source, data acquisition, and I select the top level directory that contains the plugin ACM manager, and I select that, and there it is. Captures and manages AI conversations. Very good. I now can go to a new Chrome tab. Here are my extensions. I'm going to pin this to the taskbar. Now the first thing to do is I need to sign in with the account that I've just created, admin@test.com, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and I sign in. I'm authenticated, signed in. I am going to select profile, and there I'm going to select the tester profile. There we go. Now ignore these buttons, they currently do nothing. That functionality is in the next component we'll look at, but you can look at the options. Now the options are using the identity service, that's where the logins are stored, FIDU core server URL, that's all very good. I can actually auto login on startup, which I prefer. There we go. For now, none of the other options are relevant. So save that, shut that down, and then let's go to a chat page. So for example, Gemini, and I am going to ask Gemini a question. For example, what is of interest to me at the moment? Oh yes. What are the main features of the AI code of conduct which Meta refuses sign up to? what, okay, let's start with that. Okay. Risk-based classification of the systems, transparency and explainability, summaries of copyrighted data used. Well, I can see why they might not like that particular one, etc. Okay, can you outline the pros and cons of Meta's stance and the use? Okay, so we've got a little bit of a conversation, and if everything is working, the FIDU core should now have some data packets corresponding to that. And there indeed is the there indeed it is. What are the main features of the AI? Here we go. That's what it has captured. Very good. Now I'm going to pause here, and the next video will go through installing the front end which does something with this data.